Hello everyone, and welcome to our D&D Thursday night. I know this isn't the usual time that we do things, but you know, sometimes change can be for the better. And you know, it's we'll see how this goes. We'll try it out. I am excited to have this earlier in the day. We are gonna go for 2.5 hours. Usually we stream for 2. So this way our players get a little more time to delve into the story. Hello, Autumn! Get that godforsaken ooh-woo out! Get it out of my chat! Get! Hello, Renby! That is not the word I thought you typed! But you know, yeah, you're technically the first. Mods don't count. Don't tell the mods I said that. Hello, Dark! How are you doing? Costco. Thank you so much for subscribing for 47 months with the message. I know for a fact I'm not reaching heaven anytime soon, so I've chosen to raise hell instead. That is amazing. Oh, it's so good to see you, little Bichoy. How do you want your name said, by the way? I almost said little B, and I was like, I don't know if you would like that or not. It's so good to see you. Oh, Renvi, much love as well. Hello, Chris. Don't you dare. You son of a gun. Bok Choy is good. I didn't know if that's what it stood for. I didn't want to assume. Little Bok Choy is such a cute name. Choi. Okay. I will do right by you, gosh dang it. Well, folks, Thursdays are a bit different. Usually, we stream a lot of variety, and I'm pretty chatty. However, on Thursdays, we play D&D. Oh, I know who you are. Yeah, we met for the versus evil stuff, playing evil. Yeah, I remember you. And I had so many technical difficulties, and you were so kind. No, I know who you are. Not to sound creepy, but I know who you are. But anyway, folks, Thursdays are a bit different. We will be typing to you in chat, but audio belongs to the party. Let's go ahead and join them. Please don't say anything weird. Please don't say anything weird. Please don't be saying anything weird. Please. Hello?
Skeletons are just piggyback.
Oh, what?
Hello.
We accidentally stumbled onto a very, very good question of the day.
Oh, okay. What's our question of the day?
All right, guys. If your character had to take cute little Tom Holland Peter Parker and transport him through a city, how would you? Corvin would have a skeleton give him a little piggyback ride.
Aw, that's cute. I like that. And Bevan,
I personally would have put him in a little basket on the front of my bike and said, "Let's go, Spider-Man."
E.T. him, you know.
Let's go, Spider-Man.
Now, Bevan, as you introduce yourself, can you tell us all about where we can find you nowadays? Also,
yeah, you guys can go and find us on our new YouTube Twitch channel, which is, so our name is Reroll, so it's R-E and then :roll, like it's, you know, a computer thing, but you can't use those in a URL or a name on Twitch. So on Twitch, we're Reroll HQ, and for the love of God, people, please follow us. We went from over 1,000 followers to like 30 something.
Yeah.
Due to a stupid butthead series of events, which, you know, is life, and that's showbiz, baby, kind of deal. But I have a feeling right now, on Reroll HQ, you can watch us stream PsycheSiren playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're probably going to have our first game on the new channel either tomorrow or Saturday. Tomorrow, I think we're hoping to do a like a one-shot thing, and then on Saturday it'll just be our normal Saturday game. And we should be back next week. A lot of our folks are relearning normal OBS instead of Streamlabs OBS now, and we're changing all of our logos to the new, or our old assets to the new logo, which someone on our stream put together, or in our Discord put together in like 5 minutes after I jokingly went, we need a new logo, and then 50 minutes later, like, all done, I made it with this free logo maker app, so, you know, you can use it and make money off of it, it's fine.
I will say,
like,
we
oh,
have someone
geez,
in
that's
chat
quick.
saying that they followed.
Good
Thank you,
job,
Star.
Starfire.
Hell yeah.
That is, that the difference between a citizen and a civilian. The civilian knows that there is a new channel they need to follow. A citizen follows that new channel.
All right, Diz, will you go ahead and introduce yourself? And also, tell us how Luya and you would transport Peter Parker through a city.
It has to be cute little Tom Holland
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Why
I
is he
imagine-
little? I didn't get that clear. Why is he little?
because look at him.
This is a little
Tom Holland.
guy.
Just normal
Just a little
Tom Holland. I thought there was some weird anime baby Tom Holland thing happening here.
No, he's
Okay,
just
so
a
that's
cute
fine.
little boy.
And I'll look it up.
Tell
Okay,
us,
I
tell us,
got this.
Diz.
I got this.
We need to know.
He's
Okay,
like
okay.
24, but it looks
In
like
reality, if it was me and Tom Holland, I'm making him carry me through the city because he's fucking Spider-Man, okay? But Luya would make him get drunk and then carry him through the city. Because
No,
it would be
that's
funny
amazing.
to watch him shooting webs randomly everywhere, and it would be a mess, and it would be hilarious, and Luya would love it.
Luya would.
He would. Hi, I'm Diz, guys. You can find me over at twitch.tv for twitch.tv/it's me Diz. I still have trouble saying it myself. And where we play, games, and I run the dive, and it's a whole thing. You should come out, but don't shout me out if you're a streamer. It's bad if you have Clippy. You don't want to see my clips. Either way, hey, on to you, Gray.
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Gray Gnarl. I stream sometimes, probably only on Sundays for the foreseeable future, playing Zelda. Come watch me play Zelda for the first time. I've never played it before. It's pretty fun.
Zelda's great. Good job. Which one? Sorry.
I'm starting with Link's Awakening, the newest, because it's all fun and cute. Yeah, but that's not why we're here. We're here today for D&D. Today I play Cultus Blashore. He's a tiefling fighter. He is a pretty cool guy, leader of the group. He's a general in the army. He's our note taker. And also has a hot witch demigod girlfriend and a drug problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
How would
Ooh,
how would
yeah.
he transport Peter Parker through the city?
I just love the idea of slinging my sword over my shoulder and like balancing it properly, and then him standing on the flat of the blade because it's a big fucking great sword. So just letting him like balance on the sword.
Does he use
This
your
is little
horns
scooter
like his
dude.
handlebars?
Well, no, he just like. But I'm picturing him putting his palm on the flat of the blade and then just like holding himself up. So like a complete circus act of a dude walking around with another dude balanced on a sword. But that just makes me laugh. How I would transport Tom Holland, I don't know. I'd probably just walk with him because he's a cool guy and we're roughly the same age, so it'd be fun to talk to him. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Andy, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Super Andiness. I play Rose Manvogio, I believe is how you say her last name. I've not said it in a year.
Monbaggio.
Monbaggio, excuse me, thank you. I stream on Super Andiness. Seasonal Depression has been fun, so usually I stream on Tuesdays, but yep. Rose would dismantle one of Peter Parker's web shooters so that she could copy the technology, and then they would web swing together.
I
would-
that.
I was so afraid that you were going to say she would dismantle Tom Holland.
Dismember?
I was waiting.
Hey, I haven't got a chance to answer yet. I'm just.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
what would you do?
No, I would. Sorry. No, I would. Yeah, I was making a dismantling joke. I apologize.
Oh.
I'd call him an Uber because New York City is scary. That's all.
Oh,
That's fair. You know, that's fair.
I'm boring.
No, you're not. No, that's actually very sensible. Sensible. Sensical is not a word.
I was gonna
Sensible.
say, what's up, Doc? What's up, Dr.
Hey,
Seuss?
it's New York. We can be sensical over here if we want, huh?
Wrong. They talk a different way in New York. It's fine. You're sensical, you're nonsensical. It's fine.
It's not about making sensical Spider-Man.
So, hi everyone. My name is PsycheSiren. I play Colette, our cleric, who just tries to keep everyone alive and read her smut in peace. I feel like if she were to have to transport him through this ginormous city, you know how you see like those cops on horses? You know, sometimes I think she would steal a cop horse, put him on the back, and just ride through town.
It's not as funny and embarrassing as I expected you were gonna go with that.
Listen, she, you know, that's her. Me though, that's a whole other story. I think I would be very much a little overwhelmed. Like, why does this celebrity need me to do this? Why are they so tiny? What is going on? And then a little switch would flip in my brain and be like, oh, it's 2023. This is the stuff that happens now. Okay, we'll deal with it. And I would get one of those tourist scooters, and we would use a tourist scooter to get around everyone and not have to deal with traffic. Also, real quick, we had a joke redeem. Usually on Thursdays we don't do redeems, but because this happened at the beginning, we'll go ahead and do it. If humans lose the ability to hear high frequency volumes as they get older, can my 4-week-old son hear a dog whistle? Doctor: no, humans can never hear that high of a frequency, no matter what age they are. Me: trick question. Dogs can't whistle. God dang it. God friggin'. Also, Renvi, thank you so much for gifting those subscriptions. We appreciate you so much. That was so freaking sweet. Y'all's support is what keeps the stream going, and you little tits make me cry, and I appreciate all of you so much. Also, hello to Dylan Killen. I hope you're having a lovely day.
Now that Renvi gifted their subs to you, you can instead spend your monthly sub.
I'm gonna mute you. Anyway, while Bevan is muted.
Reroll.
Hello, Saber. I hope you're having a good day. All right.
Like 14 more followers.
We're gonna go ahead and get D&D started. Remember, please do not take it personally if we do not talk to you. We try to keep audio to the party to get the story to move along. However, we will be chatting and typing in the chat. Teeth Whitener, take it away.
All right, so welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Mark of a God campaign. My name is Teeth Whitener. I am the Dungeon Master. And don't have any epigraphs this week because it's basically just a continuation of last week since we didn't really wrap the storyline up completely. Well, before I take over, let's let our historian give a recap.
All right, so in the last session, we spent our time waiting for nightfall. Everyone tried to clock people walking out of the temple. We noticed that everyone we had seen inside of the temple had finally left for the night, except for Priestess Sierra. Once nightfall came, we deployed Luya to go to the back door and unlock it. He opened it easily, slipped in, and then began dressing himself in robes to blend in. Rose followed in and followed suit, also disrobing and finding official clothing. Colette and Corvin followed in. Corvin was invisible. Coldus brought up the rear. Once inside, Luya goes into the chapel and finds Sierra praying at the statue of Bushal. He tries to sneak up behind her, but she catches him. She gives him time to explain himself, and he tries to explain that we are indeed looking for Moshe. He tells her a bit about the plans, that we fear that he plans to use our friend for nefarious deeds, just like he tried to use some girls from the temple in the same way. Colette bursts in to try and salvage the situation. She connects with Sierra sincerely and shares, and I'm terrible at words today, my apologies. Sierra shares the sentiment wholeheartedly. She tells us to try looking in the archives. Perhaps we could find some clue to his whereabouts there. The only archives that we have any knowledge of and access to are at Hervafen University. So the following morning, we go there and try to find any information we could on Moshe. We find something about him being the second house of a son in Ettenstall, born in Morak nearly 30 years ago. This individual matches the description as best we could tell. Colette picks up that his older brother doesn't have an heir, and as the second son, he needs an heir to inherit anything and does not yet have one. So we put together that his plan is to, if not use people from the Temple of Beauchal to legally collect an heir, he is going about it in less than reputable ways. We left off still in the library debating on what we should do next.
Okay, so you sit in the quiet upper echelons of the library, debating the next course of action that you should take. The faint light of the faint flicker of artificial light streaking across each of your faces as you contemplate your next move.
All right, so if we know his name, we can probably find some sort of, maybe he has some property in town. We can follow that line. He had to have taken her somewhere.
Well,
That could vary.
I think that's a good idea. And, well, Rose, would you say Riel knows people in the city? If we had a name for her, do you think she'd be able to help?
I mean, she keeps her head down, but I mean, she might perk some ears.
All right.
Or that at least gives us something. Maybe he's slipped up once or twice in the past. Maybe someone has seen him go in somewhere. We can use that to try and find a safe house. We still need to find his whereabouts.
Well, we're a step further than we were at least.
Are we splitting up to do this? How do you guys want to handle this?
I don't think we should split up if we have the option to. We need to stay together, so if any information comes to us, we can quickly act on it.
Now, I do have a question, and we don't have to do this. And if anyone says no, I would heartily say no as well. When we were speaking to the priestess last night, she was mentioning there are other places to get companionship that he may have perused. Oh gods. Brothels. But we don't have to go. We don't have to investigate there. We don't need to step foot.
Goldis just looks at her and just kind of like brings a palm slowly up to his forehead. How did I forget? the brothels.
Yes.
If you're going to catch a coyote,
Yes.
you catch him at the hen house.
But we don't have to go. It's a dumb idea. It's a silly, the book side. We don't have to go there. Just a thought.
I think this is. I think that's a really solid idea, actually. I think we need to look into that.
Oh.
Disappointed that I didn't think of that.
Oh.
It's the perfect bait.
You can.
Of course.
Yes. You can borrow my books sometime if you want.
Why go through the trouble of kidnapping someone when you could just purchase someone to serve the same needs? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes. It is a thing, and we could ask Riel if she knows anything about whose people. I'm going to go sit down. But that's my idea. Don't tell her it's my idea. Okay. And Colette's just gonna run.
As much as I like, the idea of running around every brothel in the city, we should probably find a way to be more specific. Yeah, we should probably talk to her.
Yes. Unfortunately.
I very like that. Essentially, what Colette said was that it's clear that this guy likes dirty whores.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you for being Colette's translator. I love it. Teeth.
Sounds like this lady likes to bang dirty whores.
But wait, Luya, you bring up a perfect. He is Rose. From the conversation, you described him as an arrogant son of a bitch. Yes.
He's a prick, yeah.
He wouldn't just go to a lowly whorehouse. He would go to one of the most reputable ones, the one with supposedly the most skilled and beautiful women in the city.
Yes, because
Right?
he's a prick who thinks he's nobility and deserves the best. So, first he went to a goddess, of course, so,
So, we just have to find the most reputable brothel in the city.
I don't want to ask Riel that. Can someone ask for me? I don't. Please don't make me. Don't. Rose, can you ask? Please?
Hey, new girlfriend. If I wanted to go find a bunch of raises up hands to do air quotes, dirty whores, where would I go?
Oh my god.
I can ask her.
Oh, thank God. Okay, thank you.
All right, we have a game plan. Let's go back to the Hollowed Pine. Let's regroup, make sure we're ready. Rose will go talk with Riel, find out which brothel we're staking out, and then we will go and see what we can find.
Sounds good.
Break.
Oh, sports.
I thought you said prick, like Psyche. Like you were like frustrated that we had to do this. Oh, frick.
Now we have bait. We can catch him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, Teeth, we're gonna go talk to Riel. And by us,
Okay.
I mean we're gonna have Rose do it.
I'll be there, right? We're just
Yeah.
like, you go. Pushing it forward, you go.
We're pushing her forward.
Now, I don't want to go through the tedium of just like random searching and random places, but I will ask you, how do you intend to find her? And that'll determine how quick it happens.
Like Riel, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, she tends to find us most of the time.
True.
I mean, they have a history, so I feel like they would have like a way to get in contact with each other, like a way to send messages or something pre-set up from back in the day.
Well, why don't you tell me what that is? It'd be fun.
I feel like there's a loose brick on the side of her parents' establishment that they used to hide messages in, and she would like hide a message in there. I don't know. That's not very active.
That's kind of neat, though.
It would be an interesting way of getting a message, but how about I just say this? You would probably have some way of contacting her, and let's say perhaps that way involves a mutual person who has some degree of influence over the city. Maybe somebody who is standing on a street corner playing the part of a blind beggar, so people don't pay that person much mind. You drop him, or I should say you leave a message with him that he pretends he can't read, reaches out for it, and then goes about his business to find a time that he can look at it without being his bluff being called, so to speak.
Yeah.
You go to a nearby cafe, wait for a few minutes, maybe an hour, and around mid-morning, Riel saunters in with her characteristic swagger.
I feel like Rose would kick out a seat in front of her. Kind of sit here.
Are we all here?
From what I heard, it didn't sound like it, but if you want to be there, we can retcon.
Freaking suspicious.
Yeah, we're
for
not
a
there.
group
We're
of
not
people
there.
to go up to one guy and be like, "Hey, we need to find our criminal friend."
Yeah, it's just Rose.
Okay, so Rose is in there. Riel walks in and she smiles in a familiar sort of way. Not often I see you by yourself anymore.
Mm. Not often I'm able to be by myself anymore. Unfortunately,
I get that.
I'm so sorry. As much as I would love this to be a personal call, it is unfortunately, I mean, I suppose it is both business and personal.
All right. Is this something that we should be discussing in a bit more seclusion, or can we be frank with each other here?
I think seclusion would behoove us.
All right. Well, and she gives it some thought. Well, I give it some thought.
I was like, well, would he have people? And I'm like, if you have to think about it, yes.
Well, I know. Why don't we go for a walk around the old square? It's too loud there for anybody to be to hear us, I would think.
Perfect.
All right. So you get out of your cafe in a nicer part of a not so nice part of the city and head down the road to the eastern gate separating Old Risha from the other parts of the I think it's called Plainview districts. You enter and head towards the square, which is a hill in the middle of Old Risha, called Halfland Square. It's a place where many different people sell, set up temporary shops before they're able to buy something that's more permanent in nature. Old trees shadow the way, and many people can be heard shouting and arguing over prices, as well as many makeshift homes for people who are refugees can be found. So, what did you want to talk to me about?
I know that this
She
is
starts walking.
Rose would join her. I know this isn't necessarily something that you keep your fingers on in this city, but we think, or I should say, our best guess as to where we can locate who we are looking for is the most upscale. I'm trying to consider a delicate way of putting this. Whorehouse.
How is that delicate? Of all the ways
What if she's gonna say whore?
She gives you a sidelong look.
I know.
Hardly the sort of delicate phrase that I'm sure you were looking for, but okay.
Yeah, but gods know we need some levity right now. Look, this guy thinks he's the biggest dick in the pond. We need to find him. I need to find him.
Right. And I've been keeping my eyes open, my ears open, and I've had a chance to listen for what may be out there. You may be interested in going to a little place called the Royal Flesh.
All right. Of course he would pick up. All right. God, he's such a prick. Aside from the whole stealing the girlfriend thing, like, he's such a prick.
Well, I haven't met him, but you seem to be well, you're friends with me, so your choice in your taste in character is probably not the best moral compass, but
Hey now.
with that said, I do think that you should go with your gut on this guy.
Mhm.
He seems like he's nothing but trouble.
Well, thank you for the info. I should probably get back to my gaggle of morons. You want to come with for old time's sake?
I don't really have much of a reason to go, but if you want me to, I can join you.
I mean, I can think of one reason you might want to go. Or two.
Hey,
Oh my
Don't
god.
talk about my titties!
You're not there.
Colette, why did you
No.
just shout that? We're having coffee.
We're playing Mahjong, Colette. What the fuck?
Well, I guess that two reasons are better than none, so
Mhm.
why not? I'm not busy this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Give her a shit-eating grin, just a knowing little like, mm-hmm.
Where are the rest of you positioned?
We're probably like at the tavern playing games or something.
Yeah, I figured we would just go back to the Hollowed Pine.
And I assume that you would have communicated this to each other, so
Oh yeah.
I don't. So you head back to the Hollowed Pine. Cora is looking over books and looking over some, or I should say, and looks like she's lost in thought. And she looks up at you two, and she's like, and she says to Riel, clearly, "It's been a while since I've seen you at all until these past few weeks, and now it seems like you're here almost every day."
Be cool.
I know. Your friends are in their rooms.
I'm assuming she would lead her upstairs to drop her off in Colette's room while she goes and tells the boys what's up.
Well, their rooms are out. All the rooms are out back except for yours because you live here.
Okay, cool.
You cross the courtyard into the rooms, and do you just relate the information, or do you do anything beyond that?
I think beyond like making sure that, because I'm assuming everyone else would have prepared like for shit to hit the fan while we were gone. Like, you know.
Wait, I imagine we're all like in maybe we're all in like Luya's room or something playing cards, like, and we're all geared up, you know.
Mm-hmm. So Rose
Waiting
would
anxiously.
Yeah.
she'd probably drop off Riel and then go armor up and everything.
We're all just sitting there playing liar's dice. That's a really fun game.
Stand back, boys. I'm gonna roll well. And as like Colette has her hand in the air and she's like making the motion to roll dice, she looks over and sees Riel in the doorway. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, we're just
Hello.
Colvin. We're just playing, I believe it's called Liar's Dice? I'm just throwing these things and I stole one of Luya's socks for it, so it's been fun.
Yeah, both whoever's playing, each of you roll a d20.
Oh no! I have to look cool in front of her. No, wait.
I will play.
Oh no. Okay.
Or
Got
so-
a 15.
Why would Colette want one of Luya's socks? No offense, but
she just won one because I probably betted it like an idiot.
Yeah. We didn't really have money, so he bet a sock and Colette just like was like, okay.
oh,
It's
Probably
cleaner than
damn.
his money.
Colette rolled a 5.
And Cola's got a 15, so he just has that like small smug smirk. It's like,
No, we don't know how
look.
the game is. We don't know if you want to roll high or low. We don't.
Huh, fair, we don't.
Colette is, or I should say, so yes. Luya, are you out of this round? Or are you playing all of them? Are you playing with them as well?
I'm sorry, I didn't unmute. I rolled a 14.
Okay, so Caldas has been winning more often than not. Luya's in the middle of the pile, and Colette's. Well, she's lucky to have gotten Luya's sock. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna get my sock back. I'm
Fine.
partial to my own smell.
Here, take your sock back. She tosses it at him. Did you just say you're partial to your own smell?
Aren't you? I smell great.
I don't sniff myself.
I'm picturing that scene from The Grinch where he takes his socks off and they crawl away going.
Oh.
Oh.
But yes, good to see you.
So, do we have a location? Do we know a name?
The place you're looking for is probably going to be the Royal Flush. It's upscale, but also somewhat exotic, as well as the fact that I've heard reports that he's been there.
Why does that figure? All right, thank you very much, Riel. Everyone get
One shouldn't
ready.
cast stones simply because somebody visits a whorehouse.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry, I half heard that.
One shouldn't cast stones simply because a man visits a whorehouse. If there's other reasons for him being a piece of shit, then that's a different story, but...
No, we
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thing that happens in our society, and that's fine for certain people. But this man is not good, and he is causing harm. and has stolen a friend of ours, so...
Well, I'm well aware of that. It's simply that... Well... I think you get my point.
My apologies. I meant to intend that, of course, an individual such as Moshe would go to the most expensive sounding location. He is a greased rat who thinks he's important. That was what I meant to imply.
Fair enough. Did you want me to accompany you, or did you want to go on your own?
I think we would appreciate it as it's new territory, for us. You don't have to, though.
I'm not against you joining us.
Very well. I'll join you.
All right. As far as the preparation, everyone make sure you're ready for a fight. As soon as we find him, we're either going, or, well, actually, let's put our plan together. If we see him, are we attacking him right then and there, or are we tracking him back to his location?
I feel we should track him and see if we can find where he's taken her.
We want to minimize as much collateral damage as possible, too. We wouldn't want the innocents in the tavern. We wouldn't want any innocents to get caught in the crossfire.
Yes.
Rose
So
would
in
come-
true Luya fashion, Luya's like, I don't know. We might be able to beat it out of him to get the location, but if he catches us following through the city, he probably has eyes everywhere
Rose
on his whole
hit
trail
him
back.
in the face with a bottle, and he didn't flinch. I don't think we can beat it out of him.
Oh, there's more than one of us now. There's a chance.
And to be fair, it's not like now I've got to physically beat
True.
I don't.
Luya's whole point is that he could have eyes all the way back to from wherever he is. He could have people watching behind him for him. You know, who could distract us again. That's my
I'm
own
going
thing.
to assume he does. If we were to follow him, we are no doubt going into a fight. He is going to be ready for us.
Rose, were you saying something? Sorry.
Oh, Rose would be walking in, like, strapping on her daggers. Like, are they making out yet? Oh, hi, guys. You're still here.
What?
So we going?
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's get out of here.
Everyone away.
Leave
Well-
a comfortable moment with Colette.
While walking over there, Colette's gonna hang back with Riel a little bit and like whisper over to her. Have you been to these places often?
And she's like, she's lost focus as she grabs her sack and throws it over her shoulder. What? Yes, of course.
Oh?
Not recently, but yes, I've been to these places every now and then.
I see. Oh, that's interesting. She walks a little faster.
Colette,
Yes.
I don't mean to offend, and I apologize if I hurt your feelings in any way. It's just, I think I appreciated it. I think you would appreciate honesty.
No, I do appreciate honesty. I do. I'm grateful. Are there ones that work there now who might recognize you. Friends?
Most likely, yes.
Oh.
I can hang back if you'd prefer.
No. We need to find Rose's friend. We need you here to help. And the fact that you have friends here that could help us even more. So no, it's fine. Honestly.
Are you sure? You seem more than a little uncomfortable.
Well, comfort doesn't matter when there's someone to be helped, does it? I'll be okay.
And she gives like a concerned look on her face. If you say so. But you should know that, first of all, it's not like I'm going there now, just so you know. And second of all, it's just a place people go for certain activities.
Is she gonna pull the Hooters line? The wings are really good, honey. Have you tried the wings?
No! She's not going there for wings.
She's going there for breasts. Okay, sorry.
God damn it!
I literally half expected you to pull a. Besides, everybody needs a job. Really.
Hey, you know what? In her defense, the
awkward
stakes
over
are
nothing.
the stakes are really good at strip clubs. I don't care what anybody says.
I've never been.
Hey, you know, if you're looking,
I would like to order the chicken breast, hold the chicken.
Shut up!
Giggity.
Well, that's a quote from The Office.
I know.
It's really awkward, and everyone just sits there and looks at Michael after he says that.
nice.
But yes, I understand, and I will be fine. Honest.
Very well. If you feel uncomfortable, just let me know.
Yes, we should be on our way. Don't want to hold anyone up.
All right, on to the strip club.
You make your way across town, and the perpetual overcast stormland sky begins its nearly perpetual drizzle, and you arrive at the Royal Flush. Not dripping wet, but a little bit. Oh my god. Be adults.
I'm sorry.
Not dripping wet, but a little bit. Oh my god.
Just a tad moist.
That makes one of us.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, when we get there, what does the building look like, Teeth?
Well, its design is not unlike any other place that you would likely have seen. It probably was something else before, but it is well maintained brick with a recently repaired roof. The plants outside, however, you can roll a history check if you want. Actually, a nature check, not a history check.
All of
Alright.
us?
If you're anyone who's curious.
16.
22.
I'll shoot 14.
That's not the part of the building I'm curious about. Ew.
We are
And anyone
searching
who
for your
rolled
boyfriend.
higher than a 20 would know that this particular species of tree is not native to the area. It is a tall conifer, not unlike a lanky pine tree, but it is not native to here. It is usually native to Freshton Veldt, or the Veldt as it is sometimes called. A very frigid region to the north, to the northeast of here.
All right, everyone, before we go in, I think it's clear to say a group of 6 well-armed individuals shouldn't all walk in at the same time. Who wants to go first?
If he sees me, he might bolt. He might run out of there.
Okay. I can if you need me to.
It would be a good idea. He pretty much recognizes a bunch of us, I think.
The only 2 he hasn't seen would be myself and Corvin. And
Well, no, he saw Corvin. Corvin was the one who insulted the shit out of him. So Corvin isn't going inside. Corvin is gonna watch the exits.
Yes, that's a better idea.
I suppose, once again, Team Tiefling can go in.
Horny squad.
Horny squad.
Please don't call us that.
But no one will suspect you.
Oh, all right. Colette looks over at Riel.
We don't have to go in together. You can go in with Riel as much as you like. It's just the 2 of us should most likely be in the building.
Oh, yeah, no,
She'd like to go in with Riel.
No, I'm fine either way. I am here for the mission. Whichever order is deemed most effective, I can handle it.
The 2 of you should go in first. I'll go in a few minutes later. Everyone else set up, watch exits, keep within visual of someone else if you can.
I'll grab the back door. I'll see if anybody runs out.
Oh, okay.
Rose would probably go with Luya because I have a feeling Corvin would not maybe be invisible, but would be ready to be invisible.
No, Luya and I are watching exits because I am planning that if that bastard runs out on one of the exits I'm watching, he's not going to be able to probably move more than 5 feet because there's going to be a wall of fire in the way.
Yeah, I was gonna go watch the other exit with Luya.
Oh, okay.
We don't
So we can
have
double team him out the back door.
Don't say double team him out the back. Don't say double team him out the back.
And on that note,
Maybe
I
he
quit.
shouldn't be so easy to double team out the back.
No, don't leave me, Andy. Don't leave me with these people.
nope, bye, sorry. Something came up right now. Bye.
Oh my god.
But remember, we're not trying to start a fight in the brothel.
I would never.
If he's already in there and we see him, we just keep our eyes in his direction. We wait for him to make a move, and then we go.
Oh, okay.
So, ladies, care to go first, or should I? Speaking to Colette and Riel.
What do you think, Riel?
Well, I mean, which do you feel safest doing? I'll go first.
Oh, are we not going in together?
Well, when I said I'll go first, I mean whoever's going with me.
You're nailing it, bud.
Don't worry, Colette. I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck in there. And then I will walk away a bit and just kind of case the street.
I'd just like to add that we discussed at some point while we're talking about this that we discussed like signals, yelling.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
If
You know,
there is
whatever.
movement, you will contact someone else with
Yeah.
either signals or discreetly trying to like speak with them and get their attention. Yada yada
Right,
yada.
right. We get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You head into the interior of the building and find that it is odd. It's very nice and warm and cozy, well lit. But the architecture is unlike any that you have ever seen before. Well, let me think of. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find pictures that may help to give you an idea of what it looks like. But if you want to talk amongst yourselves while you do this, Colette, you can talk to Riel, or anybody can talk to anybody else if you want to.
Yeah, what do they got to say to each other?
I honestly don't know if Colette is saying anything. I think she's kind of just shut down. Because like the way Riel has been acting, she's just kind of like, oh, okay. And then this is somewhere where Riel used to go a lot. She's just kind of like, oh, all right. So I don't think she's saying much.
So, Leah's gonna hit up Super Rose. I was
Super
gonna say Andy.
rosiness.
Super rosiness, yeah.
Super rose.
Like, how do you want to handle this when they come running out the door? What do you got? What do you got?
I mean, she would kind of like she's kind of pull out her crossbow and a dagger. Be like, I mean, you go high, I go low.
I like that. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good plan. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
He's just being prepared.
So the interior is a little bit like, well, I was going to give you pictures, but I can't really give you pictures, so let me just try to describe it. Wooden beams lace the tops of the building. There are all kinds of furs along the floors, as well furs of things that you have not heard of before, or things that you've not seen before. But you can roll a nature check if you want to. Colette, since you're the only one in here.
Yeah, I got a 12.
It kind of looks like a really... the shape of the thing kind of looks like a really, really big cow.
Riel, what beast is that?
I believe it's yak fur.
A yak?
Yes, it's it's a relative of it's a bovine creature.
Bovine? So like a cow?
Like a cow, a big cow.
It's a very big cow.
Yes, native to regions far to the north, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Well, that's a little bit delightful, I suppose. I didn't think I'd be learning animal facts today.
Are you alright? You seem a bit... I'm not sure.
You didn't have to come in with me. You didn't seem like you wanted to.
I didn't want to because I thought that it would make you uncomfortable.
I suppose.
We can talk later, but I'm sorry. I do have some difficulty expressing myself sometimes. But I promise you there is... Well, we'll talk later, like I said.
All right. If it makes you feel a bit better, I have trouble expressing myself all the time. More so that I do it too often, and then I talk too much, and then I get a little nervous, and then I talk more. So I understand communication can be a bit tricky. Yes, let's find somewhere to sit, and I suppose we'll talk later about this.
Well, I would prefer to keep this as brief as possible since it's clear that you're a bit uncomfortable. So I suggest we talk to the woman in charge and we'll be on our way.
Oh, all right. What's her name? What's she like?
Era, she's actually a tiefling like you.
Oh, and
I
she's
think
in
she's
charge?
from the... She's what?
She's in charge of this establishment?
Yes.
Oh,
I swear to God, I thought you said, "Oh, is she hot?"
I did too, actually.
no!
Oh, is she hot?
No!
Wow, what a personality change.
No!
Yes, she's in charge. She owns the place.
Oh. And she's a tiefling as well.
Yes.
Well, lead the way. Let's go talk to her, I suppose.
She's standing at the front of the house and doing stereotypical bartender things. Ah, Riel. Nice to see you again. And this is...
Hi! Hi! My name is Colette. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. A bit unusual to see another tiefling this far to the south.
Yes, it's lovely to meet you. I don't often see my own kind either.
Except for Caldas.
Tiefling literally every day.
Callis doesn't
Yeah, but
count.
after a while, it's like, that guy doesn't
Yeah.
count.
It's Caldas is like family. Family doesn't count.
Well, all the same, it's nice to meet you. I take it that you're not here for I take it you're not here for... And Riel just gives a curt single shake of her head. Well then, what are you here for?
Oh,
Does Riel like nod to Colette for Colette to talk? Does Riel?
Yes,
Okay.
because I don't like talking to myself, so yes.
Yeah. I'm actually here, because I'm looking for someone, and I think you might be able to help me.
Well, if you're interested in people, I see people all the time. can't promise they'll be terribly helpful, since I see a lot of people.
Well, if you are the owner of this establishment, I don't think you would want this man here very often.
She raises an eyebrow at that.
He is not very kind to women, and has already been turned away from the temple. We fear our friend is in great danger, as he has taken her from us.
The temple? Which temple?
What's her name again, Teeth?
Boshal.
Boshal. I keep almost saying Bacchus, and I'm like, no, it's not Bacchus, it's Boshal. Okay. The Temple of Boshal.
Her, a flicker of recognition crosses her face. Familiarity, even. You can roll, in fact, roll a history, roll a religion check, Colette.
Ooh, that is a 22.
So right above her left breast, you see a tattoo that looks very familiar to a symbol that you saw all throughout the temple of Bacchus.
You mean Boshal?
Boshal.
Ah,
you ruined me.
Hey, I'm your wife. It's my job. Yes. I spoke with the priestess there, Sierra, and it seemed this man was not good of heart at all, and was causing quite trouble.
You can roll roll a perception check.
That is a 13.
You're not, or I should say, you don't notice any of the finer points, but she does seem to stiffen up a bit as you mention stuff about mention the name of the temple and violence against the inhabitants.
We are here to try and find this man and stop him before anyone else can get hurt. And hopefully our friend as well.
I've been wondering what was going on. This is a sensitive matter, so I prefer not to go into details here, and I don't think you all have time to go off somewhere else, but let's just say a few of our girls took a little bit more, came back from a few days out looking a bit worse for wear. I need to know the name of this person, and I need to know what they look like.
Yes.
So I can hopefully help you track him down and gut him.
Colette's eyes perk up. And like her eyes, light up and her ears perk up, and she's just very much a fan of this lady suddenly. Oh, yes, of course. And then she's gonna relay all the information they got at the library. Basically everything.
I see. Well, an individual matching that description, very pompous prick that, did come in from time to time. He may have spent some time with the girls. They left more or less unscathed, but it's possible that, well, this is not polite conversation, even for, well, she makes an extravagant gesture to the whole establishment. Let's just say I don't think that such a one would be missed.
Yes, but unfortunately, we need him alive to know where he's taken our friend. We're worried he may have a safe house of sorts in the city, but we don't know where
Well,
it could be.
if he's to be believed, he is a member of the nobility, and perhaps even one of the very few refugees from Edenfast. And what you describe certainly seems to fit the bill. Those folks have been given some quarters up in the... hold on. They've been given quarters up in the so-called Den of Dogs, not far from here, actually.
Oh?
Yes, the Den of Dogs is where the nobility mostly live in the city, especially the upper class ones. But refugees, not having places to live, most of them have some sort of temporary living space in the den. Good luck getting in, though. There's a reason that the nobles live there. Guards are armed to the teeth.
I see.
And they don't accept visitors because, well, without some sort of ducal decree, the guards are not the personal guards of the den itself. Or the guards are not the personal guards of the Duke. They answer to the men and women who live there. They're personal mercenaries, and honestly are to some extent in some sort of dubious legal territory. You can either bribe your way in, try to butter up the Duke himself, which, even if you're able to do that, would take some time, which you don't have. Or you could go in some other way.
I see. Thank you for your information. I'll have to tell my party.
Well, I hope you find your friend. And once you're done with the bastard, don't be afraid to give him a couple of kicks from me.
Oh, gladly.
Lord knows the girls took worse than that.
Absolute bastard. All right. The Den of Dogs. I'll make sure they know. Has he been by here recently?
Not recently. He has been making trips to the... Well, he hasn't been here in a few days, maybe even up to a week. Can't recall when the last time I saw him was. He was very polite, if a little bit pompous here.
So you don't think he'd stop by tonight, do you?
I don't think he'd stop by again. He seems to have found what he was looking for.
You're right. Thank you profusely for your help. Here, as a token of my gratitude, and Colette's gonna give her like 2 gold pieces, you know.
She grabs them without even thinking.
Riel, are you ready?
Now roll a perception check.
Oh. 17!
You know Riel a bit better than you know Era, and she is looking every bit as stiff as Era was, and quite a bit more visibly angry.
Ooh. Okay, sorry.
I should ask real quick before I leave. I don't want to keep us, so Are they doing all right? And Era just gives a tired expression, closes her eyes, and gives one single shake of the head. And Riel at this pulls out 5 gold coins for any expenses they may have.
Do they need any healing?
I should say so.
Riel, will you go tell the others what we've discovered? I have a stop to make.
I think that would be all right. And she walks out the door. And she does turn around and gives you a somewhat pained expression and says, or I should say, but a slightly defiant smirk can be seen on her lips.
Colette's just gonna nod, blush a bit, and then roll up her sleeves and get to where the girls are and start healing what she can.
Era leads you up the stairs into a back room, well lit but private, where the girls can still get sunlight. And I'm not going to describe anything because I think that would be exploitative, but needless to say, the help that you offered was much appreciated. And while they're still hurting, and while they are still some of them are still unconscious, their breathing seems to have steadied a bit, and they are in bed, and they seem to be much better off. Some of them even come to.
Cool.
Era says,
Go ahead.
"Thank you. I don't know what else to say."
Of course. Oh, here, for the girls. I know it's a bit silly, but this is a brand of tea I really like, and I take it with me on my travels. It's good for your health and your heart and your mental state. Bits of lavender and citrus. When they're fully to, please, give them this as well.
You've done more than I could possibly hope to repay. But if there's anything you need, you should let me know. But not right now. I think that you have other business to attend to, and so do I.
Yes, I have someone to kick thoroughly.
Well, thank you. Sincerely.
Colette does a little bow and then heads out the door.
So you used healing spells.
Yes.
There were 3 girls in total.
Okay.
So any healing you did, unless you did like some sort of ritual, will be reduced by 3 total. I do think you can use a ritual, but
Hello?
Well, I think Prayer of Healing is like an area of effect, one that takes a while to cast.
it takes 10
Problem.
minutes, yeah, I think.
Should I just
But if
have
you-
it be that?
If you want to, that's fine. It depends on what you want to do. You can either go forward having 3 fewer spell slots, or proceed with 10 minutes being expended. It's ultimately whichever you think is more beneficial, the time or the spell slots.
Oh, shit. Spell slots, because we're running out of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you lose, I think, 3 spell slots, but they're more or less. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Okay,
So
I'll write that down.
okay. Riel didn't leave. She's still standing at the front door.
Riel, we need to go tell the others.
And she brings you off to a more private place. I want to thank you. I know that this has been uncomfortable for you, but some of those girls were friends of mine. Not anything more than that, don't worry, but I knew them. I still do. And I appreciate you helping to take care of them.
Colette's gonna kind of wipe her hands on her pants. And just go up to Riel and give her a big hug. It's all right. It's going to be okay. Of course I would help them.
May I... And she wants to move in for a kiss, but she doesn't want to force the issue, so if you're uncomfortable.
Colette's just gonna kind of smirk and laugh. May you? Oh, shut up! And she's gonna kiss Riel. There, now that that's settled, we've got someone to save, don't we?
Yes.
Now, no crying. Chin up. Let's go.
Alright, so you head out the front door.
Oh, we're gonna grab Caldus,
Okay.
who's probably very...
I like to think as I'm about to walk through the door, you guys just grab my collar, like, nope, we're leaving.
One on each side, just kind of lift him up. Nope, turn around.
It's like, I guess I don't need to go in. Oh, looks at the person at the desk, just like, okay, goodbye.
All right, are you ready for this, Caldus? We've got some information, and we have a place to go.
What did you learn? Lay it on me.
Well, have you heard of a place called the Den of Dogs?
Of course. Weren't we just there the other day?
Yep.
No, you were not.
We
Nope.
haven't been there? Alright.
You've never
alright.
been there.
Retcon.
You were at Lightning Keep, which is
Rewind.
although technically in the same area and the keep is accessible from the den, it is distinct, and the den is functionally its own private area within the city.
Alright. So instead I will say, if I've heard correctly, isn't that the borough where the nobles live?
Yes, it is. Let's go get the others. I have a story to tell you.
Well, and then I will, as soon as we leave, I will swing around the back, get the sneaky bunch, pull them forward, and then we'll find like a cafe or an alley or something. And
Hey, the sneaky
collect
bunch. It's
fellas.
called the sneaky bunch. Sorry.
Is that our team? It's not Phoenix Squadron, it's Caldus and the Sneaky Bunch.
Too bad none of us are sneaky except for Korth.
Luya's sneaky, right? I think.
I'm all right when I can roll a damn dice. Yeah.
Luya is sneaky, but he also doesn't care. He's not going to sneak his hands into a porta-john, for instance.
Well, no one else is doing it. Might as well.
Well, he's not going to sneak his hands in.
Yeah, you ain't got to sneak.
He just doesn't care.
Ugh.
So,
Anyway.
Colette's gonna tell them the whole thing. Except she is going to leave out, the state the girls were in. Because Rose doesn't need to hear that.
And because you don't really know.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just gonna tell them everything, and warn them that the guards work for the nobility, not for the Duke. So whatever power we may have isn't gonna apply.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
Well, as we're walking now, like we're on our way to the Den of Dogs, how do we want to play this? If they work for nobles, they probably wouldn't be susceptible to bribery. I have a feeling these gentlemen are a bit more straight-laced than the poor guards that were in front of the tunnel last week. I doubt the perverse bandits tactic will work on these.
Colette.
What?
Do you remember what was discussed about them?
That they could be bribed?
They're mercenaries.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Rio. So, the thing about that is I don't think they're actually straight-laced. They're mercenaries, if I recall correctly. Which means they may have a price.
All right, that changes things.
Yes.
Also, foolish of me to think the rich and wealthy would actually pay their mercenaries a decent wage. We might be able to outpay them and get our way in them.
Pay you all fine. You guys get a perfectly even split of my treasure we find.
Oh.
Just looks at him, just looks at them.
Corbin's got like a big old smile, like a big old shit-eating grin.
Why
You're
do
lucky
I
I
feel...
like you.
Why do I feel Corvin might be the best one to talk to them?
Come, servants.
Oh, is this
Let's
what
go
we're
kill
doing?
a rapscallion.
Is this what we're doing? Lord.
Corbin, how much money do you have on you?
I mean, who's asking?
If you need more money, I can give you more money so you have a decent well to draw from so we can bribe them.
I have 156 gold pieces. I think we'll be fine.
Damn.
All right.
Corvin can learn all of their cool weapons by going to your local library. So my spells call them out of a book, and all my cool stuff I just keep on hand.
All right. Well, if you need money, I do have money. So go get them, Tiger.
Are we their servants? Is that what we're doing?
If that's what we have to play as,
It's
if
not
anything,
the
we're
worst plan.
mercenaries. If anything, we are also mercenaries.
Fine.
Look, I'm definitely a mercenary.
Yeah,
You are definitely a mercenary.
a mercenary
I'm-
losing a sock.
I'm going to pull out a bandana that I have, and I'm going to cover my face because it occurs to me. I'm a fucking tiefling, so like anyone's gonna know me, but like I want to look the part of, oh hey, that's a mercenary tiefling. So I want to like fuck up my hair. I want to like cover my face a bit, look like I am not a not well-bred, but a well-trained gentleman warrior.
Colette's gonna look over and see this and like look at herself and be like, oh,
Also, Colette, I'm of high station in the city. I have a feeling this disguise won't do much, but just in case.
Oh, okay. Colvin, you know that spell, prestidigitation.
Yeah, but I have a feeling it can't do as much as you're hoping it can do. What do you want to do?
Could you make it look like I have a scar? Like over here on my cheek, just, like...
No.
No!
That's not how this spell works. I can... I mean, it would look like I did it with, like, a marker.
Oh, God.
You may as well just take someone's disguise kit and do it that way.
Oh shit, I have one of those.
Oh, Rose, do me! Give me a scar!
Let me double check that I actually have it.
We decided that you didn't have it. You just have proficiency in that.
You're right.
Kept it.
Fuck.
Well, if we want it, we'll have to go buy one. Or steal
No,
one.
it's fine. Here, and she'll just put her hand in the dirt and just put some dirt on her face, like she's been in a tussle. There, Riel, do I look tough? Riel, why are you laughing? Do I look tough?
Oh, you're talking to Riel. I thought you were just talking in general. You look like... I don't want to offend you.
Here, instead, I reach in my backpack and I throw you my old, non-normal, adventuring robes. Because now I'm dressed like a little French Revolution dandy, a Les Miserables.
A twink,
Eddie
if you will.
Redmayne. No, I'm very handsome, thank you.
I mean, you could also roll like a...
But I'm like, wear these robes, it'll make you look
Oh, yes.
creepy and distinguished.
Yes. Okay.
I guess roll a... something. I'm trying to think of what kind of check this would be. Hey, hey, this may not be a great idea check. I'm trying to think of what that meant.
Wisdom check.
Yes.
Hey, you guys are idiots, check.
I got a 6.
This all sounds very, very well reasoned to you.
I got a 23.
Hey, maybe trying to get into a den of nobles by smearing dirt on your face is not going to attract the right kind of attention.
Which is partially why I'm going here. Just wear my robe so you don't look like you.
Yeah, to stop me from rubbing dirt on my face.
And then I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to clean your face.
Yes, okay.
Thanks. Okay, we're ready.
Alright, so I can go with you if you'd like, although I am somewhat infamous in the city, so do with that what you will.
It might be best if you stay behind.
If you start hearing explosions or you see fire,
Yes.
you can come help. And when I say if, I mean when.
Very well. You can find me. I'm trying to think of where she might be.
Oh, don't worry. You'll find us. It'll be pretty easy to find out where.
So
Yeah, just follow the running and the screaming.
I don't want to be that guy, but I did just look at Rose's sheet, and she has the heat metal spell. I feel like they would have a signal in place where she would heat one of her bolts.
Oh no. Don't waste heat metal on that.
Yeah.
Heat metal is such a freaking amazing spell.
Oh,
You don't even
Heat
know.
metal is wild.
oh, okay. I need to do more research.
Read what
Well,
that their spell does.
but like, okay, you know how Coldus has big metal armor on most of the time? If you hit heat metal on that, it takes like 10 minutes to take off armor. So that's 10 minutes of painful burning that
And
you
then
can do
all
to somebody.
all you need to do is move faster than the person in that armor,
Yeah.
and they're not getting rid of it because it's going to take. In those 10 minutes, they will cook to death. You could also use heat metal on their weapon, and first they have to cast a Constitution check to continue to hold onto the weapon, and then they still take the damage, and then everything they attack with is at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So much to learn. Thank you.
Why only a couple classes can learn heat metal, because like if you taught Corvin heat metal, I wouldn't need to know most other spells.
Yeah, heat metal is a wild spell, though.
Anyway, yeah, so we're essentially going to go up, and Corvin is going to pull the confident rich guy act. So whenever you guys are ready.
Hey, thank you for your help, Riel. We'll see you later.
Well, be careful. I know that you're somewhat formidable, given, well, your stature, but the people that you're dealing with, it seems like he's not somebody to trifle with.
We will be. I promise.
You guys are gross. Let's go.
Let's go commit some crimes. All right.
Right.
Colette rolls her eyes.
All right, y'all good? Y'all good?
Yes.
Everybody got their hands on their weapons? All of your,
Yeah, I guess I'll just come in like I'm like looking like your bodyguard or something, kind of walking behind you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, sure.
tall, imposing tiefling behind him, or behind Corvin. We've got Luya right next to me. Both of us are just trying to be imposing.
Good, this is gonna work great.
Also, at least with these guards, if a fight breaks out, we probably shouldn't kill them. We should only really kill Moshe and anyone working directly underneath him.
Look, man, I don't know any sleep ball effects or sleep bolt. Don't hurt me, Ray. I've only got one option.
I'm with them on this. If my arrow ends up in your throat, my arrow ends up in your throat. That kind of sucks.
We'll try our hardest not to, but
Yeah,
things
sure.
happen.
I don't promise that. Sorry.
Look, I'll do my best to have my lightning bolt not kill a group of people.
All
So,
I'm saying is that the less wanton murder that we have connected to our names, the better.
That's the best kind of murder.
Corbin left front.
You're also currently in the Duke's good graces.
Yeah.
I wouldn't jeopardize that if I were you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I thought you
It's like
meant
you-
in more of a Skyrim Thane situation where you can get away with crimes because you're in the Duke's good graces.
No.
That can only go so far. We don't want to start slaughtering nobles.
Well,
And
not
Yes.
nobles, but they're mercenary bodyguards.
Well, the mercenary bodyguards are still, still have the rights of people who live in the city. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot the first fireball, but
So
Anyway,
we
so
probably
we're gonna,
don't want to start killing Tor in his compound. Then we kill.
okay,
Then
we've
we
all
hide his body. Okay, go.
So yeah, we're gonna approach the group and dignified, standing up straight kind of manner. Lazily
Right.
wave at the guards and say, "Excuse me, I need to get through. I have a meeting."
So you see a man with wearing the livery of two men wearing the livery of the of a couple of noble houses, but otherwise look just like, well, unaligned soldiers standing vigilant. But these men clearly, they just have an air about them that says that they have been in the military for a long time. They're at least in their 40s, maybe even older. And both of them have many scars on their face and on their forearms. And
hello, gentlemen. I'm just here to see our mutual acquaintance Moshe. I heard that I heard about the terrible, terrible things that happened at Infest, and as a fellow member of the nobility, I came to pay my respects.
Okay, I assume when you say Moshe, you use the name of the gentleman in the book, because Moshe actually wasn't his name.
Yeah, I use his fancy.
And
I believe it's Morak.
Well, I that was a placeholder name. I've actually come up with a real name for him.
Well, I use that fancy boy name you gave us.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
I hate him.
It's on, y'all. Okay.
His mom's a total millennial from California. This is my son, Nathaniel.
I don't know why I deadass thought you were gonna be like, his mom's a total Taurus. I do not know why. Anyway,
No, Corvin doesn't believe in astrology. Astronomy? The one that isn't using the James Webb Space Telescope.
Astrology.
Yes.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Keith! I was just gonna let Bevan suffer. What did you?
Fine. But yeah, Corvin just really confidently, approached and was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta go through."
Okay. I don't think you're lying, so but I will make you roll a persuasion check.
Well, I mean, we're still deceiving him.
Roll a deception check. And I know you're doing that probably because you have a better chance of succeeding.
I've got a 6 in deception, but I also am deceiving him. I mean, I'm not visiting him this isn't a friendly mission. But yes, I was very much doing that because I don't have persuasion. It seems we're at an impasse.
And what did you roll? Oh, you rolled a 20. Oh, that 20 is unrelated.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
I'm gonna say that. All right. He's in here, but I can't just let you through. I don't recognize you, and as it turns out, this is my job, keeping people out of here.
oh, I am so sorry. My name is Corbin Blur. I'm of the new Lechaport Blurs. We're a group of nobility all the way from New Lechaport, but we do have, trade relations. I don't say Corbin is smart enough not to say knows. Don't you know?
Right.
We do have the trade relations there with the folks of Bass.
God, can that be the canon accent, please?
No, Corbin Blur is not from.
Okay. Let me roll something.
Oh, we're a big family over there.
Yeah, I had to come out here to help my friend out.
Oh my God. Okay. That name, New Lechaport Blurs, it does sound very familiar. Don't know a lot about them Lechaports or I don't know a lot about them Novandrakis, but
I pull out. How many folks are there over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or am I cheating because I can see the map?
You can see the map, and this isn't. Okay, you're cheating, and this is irrelevant.
I'm sorry.
Let me DM layer this.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, nobody look at the map. No one pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Real quick.
I'll bring out.
Okay, go.
Let me finish my sentence. I'll take out a pair of Novendraki coins, and this is another deception. And I'm gonna lie and point to the faces on the 2 gold pieces I take out and go. That's is it a man or a female on the coin? Female. That's my great grandmother, or great aunt, because I can't be a direct line, because then I'd be a prince.
Okay.
My great aunt, Cornelia Blur.
Okay.
That was her name before she was crowned, of course. If you two would like the souvenirs, though, I know Novendraki coins don't see themselves around here too often. And...
Okay.
Kind of like when your parents come home from the UK and give you a couple £1 notes.
Roll a deception check again.
I have to say,
It's a 19.
the 2 guards with that like Canadian sounding accent reminds me of the 2 moose in Brother Bear, where they're just, it's a very specific reference, but
Well, you know, these coins, they do bear a striking resemblance to you, my good
Corvin.
person.
My good Corvin.
My good Corvin, yes. And,
And I turn my head so they can see the profile, like I'm really playing along.
well, I'm sure that your business in there, it's quite pressing if you're gonna go check on Milord Nathaniel.
Yes, it's terrible business. I would have been here earlier, but excuse me. Ooh, Corvin. But as you know, Novendrock is quite a while away, and you know, boats. That's just how I say. Just, you know, ships.
you know, boats.
We don't get to control the trade winds as much as we'd like.
Well, do give my regards to the young master, but do be careful. He's been a bit on edge lately, you know. So.
Oh, so I hear, and I would expect as much. I mean,
His temper can be a bit, it's a bit like a snowball in the middle of the desert, you know?
I love these guys so much.
This is giving me very much the bat from Anastasia vibes.
Yeah, and I'd kick him, sir. Yeah.
And I kick him, sir. Yeah.
Perfect. Sorry.
well, you know, we have a saying in New Ledgerport, you know, the blurs always turnip where the trade winds blow. You'd understand if you did more trade with us. We sell turnips, you see. That's one of our main, you know, cash crops. They're a very hardy crop. Anyway, we're gonna go on in and see Nathaniel.
Yeah. All right, then, my good Corvin,
My
Well,
good Corvin. You
my
don't have
good
to get hiding.
Corvin Blur of the New Ledgerport Blurs. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh, so do I.
I'm gonna say for that interaction, that was very, very much in character. That's worthy of inspiration.
Whoa! No one ever gets those here.
No, that's worthy of inspiration. Yeah. I need to be more. I need to consider inspiration more. I don't think about it all the time, but
We don't want to have to do what we have to do with Scrubs and Autumn and have Psyche like bring you treats.
no.
Or
I'm unbridled
Or-
with treats.
I mean,
Oh well.
You guys, geez, we're about to go in and kill someone. Get your heads out of the car.
In any case, so the guy points you in the general direction, but he's not super familiar with where this gentleman lives.
That's all right. I'm sure they'll make it well known where he is.
They point you towards a house with a man wearing a leather jerkin with an embroidered dolphin on the upper right breast.
Is their fucking insignia a lame ass dolphin?
Well, you don't know one way or the other. It's
God.
just that this guy is or I should say, this person has a dolphin as their insignia.
What a turd.
It may not be. Remember, he doesn't live here. This might not be his house's insignia.
Oh, I'm just making fun of the insignia. Corvin's
Fair enough.
family's insignia is the proud and hardy turnip. So,
God damn it.
Okay.
look, I have to bring back that fact that we made our way out on a turnip boat, and by we I mean you guys. Corvin wasn't part of the team yet, but
Right. That's a good point. So the man standing there is looks at you, his jaw is forward, and he's got a spear in one hand and a large, not quite a tower shield, but it's a tower. It's 3/4 of a tower shield, or something like. It's almost a tower shield. He doesn't look too happy.
Well, I still have to pretend to be happy. So I give him a, hello, good man.
He narrows his eyes at you. Yes.
I am looking for my long. It's been so long since I've seen him, but my associate Nathaniel. Nathaniel. Look, I got trouble knowing the names of the people I know for real. My good friend Nathaniel. We hear that I've traveled all the way from Novendrock to pay my respects after hearing the terrible news of that fast.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, remember, you have inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for when I need to blow stuff up.
Valid.
Oh man. A 25 and a 9.
Well, seeing as how that was just a few days ago, I kind of doubt that. He inclines his head slightly away from you.
I've been on a trip across the world, and I took a detour just to see him, but I guess we have to be on our way. Unfortunate.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, that's turn off disadvantage. All right. Oh no, that'll be I'll re-roll that with my inspiration if that's okay.
That's fine.
I rolled a 1, ladies.
Oh my god.
There we go, a 21.
Oh, some Luya rolls
okay.
there.
And his a spark of curiosity seems to ignite behind his narrow slit-like eyes. What brings you so far out of the way to greet the master of this home, or, well, not the master of this home, but
Well, originally I was just on a global, I was just on a global, pleasure cruise kind of thing, because, coming from the the nobility of Lechaport, I needed to start learning the ways of the world, meeting, folks at different docks where we would sell our wares, and I had stopped in here. There's a dock in the city, right? We're not landlocked.
Let me see. I think so, but
I stopped a town over.
yes, it's not really a dock per se there, but they do sell, well, it's not like a big old.
It's big enough that I could stop for a refit and resupply.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's all we're here for. We had originally just stopped, for a refit and resupply, and while talking to some gentlemen down at the docks about some local gossip, I heard the news and I wanted to come pay my respects right away. But if that's not good enough, we can always leave, and I'll just send a letter. Not as personal, but I want him to know.
Well, I think I should inform you then, good sir, that the one you seek is not here at this time.
Oh, no. Drat. I only plan to stay here for 2 more days. Do you have any idea where he may be? I don't have a lot of time.
Unfortunately, I haven't the slightest. He doesn't. You see, he's. Well, as I'm sure you've been made aware, he's a refugee, so he's actually staying here on the graces of Lord Bannister. And
or is that just another guy?
That's just another guy I made up.
Oh.
Of Lord Bannister. And you see, we don't know much about him. It says his family was all killed, and they being fairly major nobles from the slaughter, I mean, that's something of an important gentleman there.
I'm not sure I've met this Lord Bannister, but I would like to meet and pay my respects to him as well. Do you, would you be able to give us, I take out my map, and can you give us the general directions here? I'm fairly good at finding my way through a city, but I'd still like to be pointed out on this map.
Are you trying to ask where Lord Bannister lives?
Yeah, sure. Just,
he lives here.
Oh, like this is his place.
This is his place.
Well, how stupidly embarrassing of me.
Well, yes, he lives here, and that's why the young Lord Ettenshaw lives here as well, or is staying here.
When was the last time you saw him? I want to know if it's worth trying to hunt him down, or if I should just...
Well, saw him this morning. He seemed to leave in quite a hurry.
Was it just him, or did he happen to have any, does he have any attendants or friends with him?
Alright, let me see. Well, he did have a young woman dressed in some kind of fancy, well, not so fancy clothes, but she was all wrapped up in a cloak, so I couldn't get a good look at her. Yeah, I've just been posted here today. This isn't my normal posting. A couple of my friends got into a bit of a spat the other day at a tavern brawl.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so a few people died there. A big old mess.
And I do a little hand on my chest. And you, sir, I never got your name. What? That is quite an interesting family crest on your armor. Where are you
Well, my family crest is the DeLoreans.
Oh,
Amazing.
the DeLorean Dolphins. How wonderful.
I hate it here.
They make chariots.
No.
Carriages, thank you.
Carriages. But they make them out of cast iron, so they're really heavy and don't get the best horsepower.
I hear they move drugs in the back of them.
Uh,
Well, yes, the DeLorean family employs me, but it's just a job.
I understand.
But yes, my name you asked.
Yes.
My name is Valentine.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thank you so much for your information and your kindness and understanding while I try and find my friend. I hope it's not embarrassing to take this pittance from me, and I give him 3 silver pieces for your time. I know it's not much, but this was very helpful, and I hope I can find my friend soon.
He brightens up a little bit. Roll a persuasion check. I'm gonna say roll with advantage.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a 4. A 13.
Mm-hmm. He seems a bit hesitant about something, but
Is there something on your mind, my friend Valentine? I wouldn't want to.
well,
I believe our
shouldn't be-
first meeting on such a.
I shouldn't
awkward
speak out of turn, you know. These guys, these sorry, not nobles, my good.
Oh, don't worry.
my good.
I'm a good Corvin, don't you worry.
My good
I
Corvin.
understand how awkward some nobility can be, but
Well,
I'm well. I pull up air quotes. Well, I'm well to do. I am, from a farming family, so.
good old earth-raised and grass-fed folks like my mom and pa.
Oh, let me tell you, I like a turnip stew now and again.
Well, now that you mention it, a turnip stew sounds like a great way to waste the evening hours. So, well,
And you
I
gotta
don't
waste
mean.
the hours because you gotta cook it all. You gotta cook it for so long.
Well,
I say as I elbow them in the
mind
ribs.
and no disrespect, my good Corvin, but I was going to a tavern, In any case, I'm meaning no disrespect to the folks who run this here establishment and come by, frequent it, but the young master, Edenshall, he's a right bastard, he is.
Oh, really? Has it been
I
that
don't
long
care.
since I last spoke with him?
Well, I just don't care for him. I don't think that you want to be getting tangled up with him, but
I haven't spoken with him since he was a boy. He may have, life unfortunately finds a way to make bastards out of everyone once in a while.
well, that's just the way it is in this bitch of an earth,
I love him. I love him so much.
Can we keep him?
I was gonna say, did we find an NPC to adopt?
Please, can we hire him?
If you want to, you can.
Oh my god.
I mean, but you gotta sweeten the pot,
I will donate some of my money.
We can worry about that after
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
get
first-
this right bastard.
First, we have to remove a man from the planet.
Well,
We should
minded no disrespect to him, but I Well, if you're wanting to find him, I shouldn't.
Look, if you're afraid to speak the name of this location, you could always write it on a piece of paper for me.
Well,
That
roll a
way you
persuasion
never-
check.
Oh, well, let me go. That way you never told me where he was, nor did you ever speak ill of him.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
14. One better than a 13.
Well, I can seize the wisdom in those words. Yes, I can. But he's got somewhat of a shed somewhere. I heard.
A shed? Oh, they do make them weird in Ettenfast.
Yes, he's got a shed, so I heard, and that shed has got. I don't know much about it, but I reckon you could find it somewhere in some of the seedier parts of the town, maybe over on Bloodhound Road.
Bloodhound Road, you say, and I take out my map again and go, can you please point that out to me? Again,
Bloodhound Road, it's on Bloodhound Row, you see.
Oh, you see, I've never spent more than a half day in this city. I definitely don't know my way around.
Fair enough. It's that location where that brawl broke out and a few people got shot in the face.
Oh boy.
I just keep thinking about this shed. I'm just wondering if it's more like a shack.
It's not even a proper shed.
Don't.
It's a whole shack just for daddies. It's terrible.
Weird, right?
God fucking damn it.
Well, I only know this because he told me that he needs some help getting some things from there later on today, but I don't know the location. He didn't tell me. And I don't reckon any of the others will know either. Just go snooping around if you want to find him over there, but be warned, he's not somebody you want to trifle with.
Yeah, at this point, I think he's just somebody I used to know, but
I think you should cut him off.
you know, I think so too. Something about some other song.
I've not an idea what you're talking about, Corvin. My good Corvin.
See. Well, if he's being in a mood, don't tell him I was around. I don't want him to take anything out on you. Any more than he may have already.
No, wow. My lips are as tight as the. Well, something that's tight, I suppose.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Mr. Valentine, you've got wisdom beyond your station. And then we will take, and then, we take our leave.
Can we
Okay.
please tell him where Rose's parents' establishment is so he will come find us?
Oh, and before I go, I hear that if you do need to take some relaxing time to yourself in a less rough and tumble location, you can visit the something pine. The what?
Hollow Pine.
The hollow pine. Here, let me show
Well,
you on your map.
Well, they got any turnip stew?
Oh, I'm sure you'd find a good stew if you decided to turn up one day. And you could also, while you're there, turn up, if you catch my drift, my friend.
Oh my god.
Oh, this hurts. This hurts.
No.
I kind of like it. This is fun. I've never adopted an NPC before.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe I'll see you there sometime, but in the meantime, you'll be getting on your way just so you don't miss the lovely gentleman, you know.
Yeah, I want to get to the bottom of what has happened to my good friend and former, we were childhood friends, and sounds like something has changed in him. So anyway, we will be leaving. My Valentine.
What?
You'll be having a good day, you know.
And I, as we're walking away, I put my hand up once more to wave without turning back because
you're an
don't
anime
look at
character.
explosions. Yeah. And then you see everyone. That's how you do a lot of RP without being horny or awkward.
We are not worthy.
Wow, that was a master class. Amazing.
Sorry, sometimes you just have to be a confident rich person who both looks down upon and connects with their lessers.
God damn it.
Well,
Well, I
so-
am mentally exhausted. I can't RP for another 10 sessions, but
And I'm
Well-
spent.
Well, anyway, do you head straight there?
it does sound like time is kind of the essence.
Yeah, there's no preamble. We go straight there. Let's rough this fucker up.
Yeah, freaking Nathaniel, stupid ass name.
Okay, so the evening is approaching fast, and it's getting dark. It's about, you estimate, 4:30 in the afternoon. As you approach a Bloodhound Grow, the stench of that section of the city hits you about as hard as a brick. And you walk in, and if you weren't urgent before, the urgency has since possessed your body and won't release it until you get what you need and leave.
This place stank.
But you've been here before.
All right.
Yes, I was I was being an actor.
Wow.
Um,
So
I hope
we-
that the.
Should we do an investigation or something check to see if we can
I guess
find this doom check?
What were you?
roll a. I'm trying to think of what kind of check. I don't think it would be investigation. I would say it's we'll say perception. I don't know.
All right, everybody needs to search because their good Auntie Corbin doesn't have a perception skill.
What were you
Hey, here we
saying,
go.
Andy?
No, I just hope that Corbin was just bragging the whole way over to Bloodhound Row, like. So anyway, that's how I was, just constantly.
Yeah, that's how I talk to people.
Yeah.
So Teeth, I double clicked. The first one, that's the 20, is a real one, and the 13 is a betrayer.
Okay, that's fine.
I also
And
got a
you,
dirty 20.
Yes, and you
15.
18. I'm doing good.
you found something that's looks, well, there's lots of shacks here, but what did you roll, Andy?
12.
Love Shack.
I'm trying to think of what you might have. How many of you had like close personal interaction with her, and then just like who of you had close personal interaction with her?
Who? The goo?
Greenie.
I recall Colette talking to her a few times. Rose definitely.
You
I
know,
know I
Rose
had
didn't
a heart
roll
to
well
heart.
enough.
Yeah.
I remember Caldus asked her questions at the very beginning, but that was
Yeah.
about it.
And
We'll
talk
say
to her.
Colette. What did you roll?
I got a 15.
Glint of something that looks vaguely familiar catches your eye off to the side.
Stop, come here. Wait. What's that?
A hairpin, not unlike the hairpins that she uses to hold her hair back
Colette's gonna kneel
from her
down,
face.
pick up the hairpin, and show it to them. I think this was Greenie's. I think this was hers.
And it's right outside of some sort of decrepit old shed next to an abandoned house.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Do we go loud?
Corvin holds up his hand and does a finger gun motion and cocks his arm.
Do you reload your arms like Henry Cavill?
Yeah, except for they start glowing with angry magical energy.
Well, if you point and everyone like looks at the door, I just walk up to it and well, one, is it locked?
Yes.
All right.
It is locked.
Before violence, Luya, want to try the lock?
Absolutely, let's go. What am I rolling?
I'm gonna do it first. I got a 22 on my Thieves' Tools roll.
Oh, well then go for it.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk
What
up.
lock?
Not even like looking at the lock, like looking around and just put my hand down with my tools and.
Sneezing, not even a problem.
Well, no, it's just to not look suspicious and pop.
Yes, what lock? The door opens and inside you can find dusty wooden floor and not much else.
Is this really a dead end? Or is this the start to something a bit more nefarious? Nefarious. Nefudabudabudabus. Listen!
Nefario was
Tune
my
in next
father.
time to find out if I can speak English.
Super nefarious, bro.
Thank you all so
And
much for
go,
joining.
And everybody go follow
Yes.
Reroll HQ.
And you know what? I'll go ahead and give that another shout out. Folks, Roll the Roll has rebranded. We've been fans of them for a very long time, and we want you to go give them some love. They are now Reroll HQ. And you can go follow them over there. Thank you all so much for joining. This is a really freaking good episode. This was a lot of fun, and I am ready for next week. I hate this guy. Good job creating a villain, Teeth. Holy crap. All right, folks. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye. all.
Oh, it's so different when you have a villain that isn't necessarily overpowered, but is just an absolute asshole. Folks, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. Take care, and as always, may Lucius guide thee. Farewell.